Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Jeremy Sutton, owner of Servant PT, host of the Servant PT podcast. Help women 50 and over live a life full of health, family, and fun through exercise and motivation. Today, I want to talk about not listening to that one negative person in your life, at your workplace, in your church, wherever it is. So I was listening to a podcast and talking about this. I'm going to explain it like this. My dad had cancer several years ago. I think he's been cancer-free for 6, maybe 7 years now. But he had cancer and had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which at the time was told that was the best that he could have, that he could hope for. Stage 4. It was around his pancreas, but not on it, and then it was under his left arm. So he goes to the doctor, not even the oncologist. This is just like a, for the CT scan or for the PET scan. So he goes for the PET scan. He's sitting by someone. We already know who his oncologist is going to be. He's sitting by some just random person. They ask, hey, who's your oncologist? He tells them, oh, that's the worst person on the planet. Don't go see that guy. He's horrible. You're not going to like him. He's not a great doctor. So anyway, turns out it's Dr. Moore over here in Shreveport. He passed away, I believe, last year. Phenomenal doctor. My dad absolutely loved him. They took such good care of my dad during his cancer treatment. If he needed anything, he called. The nurse called him right back or got on the phone with him. It's just, he had a great, great experience. If he would have listened to that one negative person, then he would have never gone to see Dr. Moore. And even, we even talked about it. He's like, maybe I don't need to see this guy. Maybe I should just stay here locally and do this treatment here. And I was like, no, let's please go see him. So that happens a lot in the medical field, I believe. Like, people like to talk about their issues, their problems, I believe. People like to one-up you on things. Like if you're having a bad day, they want to tell you why their day's worse. Which I wish it was, if you were having a good day, let me tell you why my day's better. But that doesn't really work either. That's kind of negative. So I want to tell you about a story that happened to me and how I thought, it wasn't going to be good. So I interacted with this one person. I went to this conference 2 years ago in May, Smart Success PT Live. So I've been twice. I've been in Greg Todd's mentor program. I love him. I love the program. I love everybody in the group. But I interacted with this one person first before I met anybody else. And it was not a good interaction. There was some negativity. There was some one-upmanship that was going on. It's just just stupidity. And I thought, man, did I really make the right decision coming here? Because it's not a continuing education course. You don't get any credit for it. I have to have 30 hours of continuing education every 2 years. So I'm going, new business owner, don't have a whole lot of money to just throw away on stuff. And, I'm like, okay, I'm second guessing myself. So I get there. There's literally not one more negative thing said the entire weekend. It's a life-changing, fire-setting, just mind-blowing conference. And I met so many great people, made so many friends, and connected with so many people that I've met on Facebook. And then just now have lifelong friendships with a ton of people that I would have never met had I just thought, man, everybody's going to be like this. Because I'm not a natural networking kind of person. I'm not naturally going to go out and, if a group of people says, hey, we're going to go get some dinner, I'm not naturally going to say, okay, let's go. I'm more naturally going to say, I'm going to go back to the hotel and stay in my room and watch TV and relax, or call my wife and talk to my kids. That's really who I am. I almost did that, but I didn't. I decided to give it a chance, and I'm glad I did, because it was just an amazing experience. It was one of the things that it opened me up in a lot of different ways that I'd never been opened up before, as far as interacting with people that I didn't know, and other professionals and things like that. And it was all because I didn't listen to that one negative person. So listen to this story. I'm going to tell you one more story, and then we're going to wrap up today. But there's a creative team that the guy was talking about this podcast, and it's sort of like the movie creation studios. I'm not real sure which one, but it says when they can't get their projects done in time, they send them to this place in the basement called the dungeon. So it's a room, it's just desks, no windows. So they have to go down and they have to work in the dungeon until they get their project finished. So one of the guys finally said, hey, this is ridiculous, and drew some windows on paper, and he taped them around the room. Said everybody loved them except for one person. So one person complained to Human Resources. Human Resources said, okay, this is negative, they don't like it, let's get rid of these windows. And then thankfully the other, however many people spoke up and said, no, we really did like that. And so then they actually allowed the team to come up with what color windows, how they wanted to design them, how they drew them, and things like that, where they placed them in the room. And so it built a lot of rapport with each other. It built a deeper relationship because they worked on it together. But the thing is, and what I want you to get is, if they would have listened to just that one negative person, well, then they would continue living in the dungeon with no windows and just being miserable because one loud, angry, negative person spoke up. How many times does that happen in life? Like, the one angry person is the one controlling things, or the negative person is the one that it seems like they're controlling things because they will speak up because they're negative and they want to cause trouble. So just want to tell you, like, most people aren't that negative. I don't feel like. I mean, I don't believe what media says a lot of time, that we're all just horrible people, that we all want to, be hateful to people, that we're all trying to put others down. I believe there's a lot of wonderful people that want to help each other and want to make this world a better place. But I just think that the negative people are, way louder than the positive ones. So, if I can leave you with anything today, it's just don't let that one negative person beat you down and control how you act and how you think and how you perform throughout the day. Take control over your own mind, your own thoughts. Be grateful for what you get. Talk about the things you're grateful for, you're thankful for. Speak up when you're happy. Speak up when you like things. We don't have to be confrontational. I hate confrontation. We don't have to be confrontational, but we do owe it to ourselves to be positive and to speak up and to take responsibility for our own happiness. So don't listen to that one negative person today. Make your day a great day. Hope you have an amazing day, and I will see y'all tomorrow.